Your neighbor is loud. You ask nicely, but they didn't stop. Now what? In this video, we aren't just learning one phrase, we are learning the 3 levels of escalation. Level 1 is friendly, level 2 is serious, and level 3 is the final warning. You need to know the difference so you don't start a war with your neighbor. We start with level 1 right now. This entire lesson is designed for high-stakes, real-life conversations. We're going to walk you through a scenario that requires progression. You tried to be nice and it didn't work. Before you get angry or call your building manager, you need the right language tools. Think of these 3 levels as 3 chances to solve the problem yourself, escalating your language only as the noise continues. Level 1, the casual, low-pressure request. Level 1 is what we call the buddy approach. It's gentle, apologetic, and friendly. The goal here is not to solve the problem permanently, but to alert the neighbor that they might be noisy without making them feel attacked. We want to blame the noise on the building or bad luck, not the neighbor themselves. This approach gives them an easy way to save face. Imagine you run into your neighbor, Tom, in the hallway. You don't knock on their door yet. You keep it casual. Listen to this quick exchange.
Oh, hey, Sarah. Just heading out for a run.
Hey, Tom. Good timing. I wanted to catch you quickly. I'm so sorry to bring this up, but I think the sound really carries through the floor at night.
Oh, really? What's going on?
Yeah, just some music, maybe around 11. I'm a really light sleeper, so I noticed it a bit last night. Do you think you could just keep an ear on the volume after 10? I'd be hugely grateful.
Of course, no problem at all. I didn't realize it was traveling so far. My apologies.
Thanks so much, Tom. Good luck with your run. Notice the language. Sarah started with, "I'm so sorry to bring this up," which immediately softens the complaint. She then used a classic English technique, blaming herself. She said, "I'm a really light sleeper," which makes the issue her personal problem, not his behavior problem. The request itself was soft. Do you think you could just keep an ear on the volume? The takeaway for level 1 is to use hedging phrases. These are words that make a statement less direct and more polite. Try these phrases in your shadowing practice. I hate to ask, but I'm sensitive to noise. I think the floors are thin. Would you mind terribly?
If you want more lessons like this, where we break down difficult English conversations into simple, actionable steps, hit the subscribe button now. It helps us keep delivering these daily lessons.
The bridge, when level 1 fails. Now, what happens if you've had the level 1 conversation, but the noise continues a few days later? Maybe your neighbor just forgot, or maybe they didn't take your soft request seriously. This is where we need to escalate. We cannot repeat level 1. Repeating soft request multiple times makes you sound powerless and ineffective. It's time for level 2. The key difference is we are no longer blaming ourselves or the building. We are now stating a clear boundary and a clear consequence if the boundary is crossed again. We are moving from a request to a direct requirement. Level 2, the direct and professional approach.
Level 2 is professional. You are still polite, but you are now communicating urgency. You should knock on the door for this one. This isn't a casual hallway chat anymore.
The tone needs to be serious but calm. No anger, no accusations, just facts and consequences. We need to replace the softeners we used in level 1 with more assertive language. Focus on using the structure, I understood X, but Y is happening, and I need Z to change. Let's listen to the dialogue again a few days later. Sarah is knocking on Tom's door.
Hey, Sarah, what's up?
Hi, Tom. I really need to speak to you quickly. We talked a few days ago about the music volume, and I wanted to follow up because it was still quite loud late last night, after 11.
Oh, man, really? Sorry, I must have forgotten.
I appreciate that, but I'm telling you this because I have an early workday, and I need a solution tonight. I need you to commit to keeping the music off after 10 p.m. Can you confirm that you can do that?
Yes, I can. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Thank you. I appreciate you taking this seriously. Have a good evening. Why was this more effective? Sarah used several strong, direct phrases. I really need to speak to you quickly. This establishes urgency. I wanted to follow up because this connects the conversation back to the previous one, showing consistency. The most important line, I need you to commit to keeping the music off. This changes the entire dynamic. It's no longer a suggestion, it's a requirement for coexistence. She ended with a confirmation question. Can you confirm that you can do that? The key takeaway for level 2 is to use accountability language. Practice replacing soft questions with strong, polite statements. Try these out. I need a solution tonight. I require this to stop. Can you confirm? I'm letting you know that this is still impacting me. Level 3, the final warning and definitive consequence. We have now reached the final stage, the most difficult one. Level 3 should only be used if both Level 1 and Level 2 have failed. This means your neighbor has demonstrated they are unwilling to change their behavior. At this point, you must introduce the final consequence, involving a third party, like the landlord, the building manager, or the police. Since this is the final warning, your language must be absolutely firm, professional, and entirely free of emotion. Your goal is not to express your frustration. Your goal is to state the final step you will take. This is where you use the strongest, most non-negotiable English.
Listen carefully to this last dialogue. The language is very serious, but notice that Sarah still says, I don't want to show she's giving him a final chance.
Tom, I need to talk to you right now. This is the third time we have discussed the excessive noise after 11 p.m.
Look, Sarah, I said I was sorry. What do you want?
What I want is quiet. I spoke to you a few days ago and I gave you a clear time commitment. Since the noise continued, I have reached the point where I have to involve management.
Whoa, wait, you don't need to do that.
I don't want to involve the landlord, but I can no longer tolerate losing sleep. This is my final attempt to solve this directly with you. I need you to stop the noise entirely after 10 p.m. tonight. If I hear anything again, I will be documenting it and reporting it to management immediately. Do you understand the situation?
Yeah, I get it. Fine.
Thank you. I hope we don't have to talk about this again. This is your payoff. This is the strong language you need. Sarah used phrases that demonstrate she is ready to follow through. The most powerful phrase was, I have reached the point where I have to involve management. This is a definitive statement of action. Crucially, she still offered a final chance. This is my final attempt to solve this directly with you. This maintains the moral high ground. She is saying, I tried to be a good neighbor. You left me no choice. The key takeaway for level 3 is to use consequence language. Practice these, ensuring your voice is serious and slow. This is my final attempt. I have reached the point where I will be documenting this and reporting it immediately. I can no longer tolerate this situation.
Review and shadowing practice.
You now have the 3 tools you need: the gentle hint, level 1, the direct requirement, level 2, and the final warning, level 3. Now, let's quickly practice some of the most useful phrases from each level. Repeat these immediately after the speaker. Level 1. I'm so sorry to bring this up. Level 1. I'm a really light sleeper. Level 1. Would you mind terribly? Level 2. I need to follow up on our previous conversation. Level 2. I need a solution tonight. Level 2. Can you confirm that you can do that? Level 3. This is the 3rd time we have discussed this. Level 3. I have reached the point where I have to involve management. Level 3. I will be reporting this immediately.
Mastering conflict resolution in English is one of the hardest things for language learners, but you just learned how to handle a high-stakes neighbor interaction from beginning to end. If you found this structured approach helpful, please hit the like button right now.
We deliver short, calm lessons every single day to help you master real-life conversations like this one. Subscribe to English Dose Radio and click the notification bell so you never miss a lesson. Use these words wisely and keep practicing until you speak with confidence. Good luck and enjoy your peace and quiet.